If you're feeling really, really shit right now, absolutely down, if you feel rejected, if maybe you were broken up with, and you're just so sad and think it's never going to get any better, then this episode might be for you, because I'm going to share everything that has helped me with breakups. Hello and welcome to ROHTOPIA. If you're watching this for yourself because you're feeling so low, not because you want to help somebody else and you thought, oh, maybe I should have a look what Lisa's saying, then I'm sending you the biggest hug ever. A big, 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 big hug from me to you wherever you are. Yes, breakups have happened to me as well, and also I've felt really, really crap without being broken up. And when I do feel this horrible, the first thing that I allow myself is to cry. So if you want to cry, do it. With one of the worst breakups I've ever had, I cried for a month straight. I woke up, I cried, I brushed my teeth, I cried, I left the house, I cried. I walked through the store, I saw some food that me and my previous partner used to enjoy so much, I started crying. The lady at the checkout asked, "Hey, how are you?" I would start crying. That breakup happened when it was winter, minus 20 degrees, and I would walk down a street and turn the corner where the sun was shining, and I would start crying because the sun was shining so warmly on my face. So, however much you want to cry, do it. And I have to say, I didn't do it for a month because I told myself, after a month you'll be alright. But after a month, I was better. And after a little while, I started giving myself little brackets of time where I allowed myself to be sad. Say 10 minutes. And if you cry for 10 minutes straight and let it all out, and you sob and you let it pour out, and maybe you'll want to scream and curse and say all kinds of things, do it. 10 minutes are a pretty long time if you do it full on and if you allow yourself fully to feel. The second thing was, I left the house every day. Since I worked from my home office, I could be so isolated if I didn't pay attention to doing this. And so what I would do, minus 20, get dressed, go out during the day, expose myself to daylight, to fresh air, and go and have a juice at the juice bar. Sunshine or even daylight and fresh air is so good for your body. It gives oxygen to all your cells, and it does increase your happiness levels. The juice bar was on purpose as well, because I was not capable of making my own smoothies or juices. I was just so down. But I didn't want to eat any junk food. I didn't want to suppress how I was feeling by shoving down comfort foods, chocolate chips, cookies, whatsoever, or drinking myself into oblivion, hoping that the next day I would have forgotten everything, or it was just a bad dream. Because that doesn't work. The next day you have a hangover, it's still the same, and if you keep eating junk food, you're going to feel really gross very quickly as well. If you have green juices though, they are one of the foods that can lift your mood. Chlorophyll and all the nutrients in there are so good for your body. And when you're feeling down, when you're stressed, depressed, sad, it has an effect on your immune system, and that can make you literally sick. There have been studies, however anybody had physical disease, if they looked back at their life in the last year or two, very often they would have some major stress factors. And maybe you have noticed it as well with yourself or other people. You would work really hard, be it in your office or at school, and then finally you're done and holidays are here and you get sick. So, work against that. Fuel yourself with nutrients. This also gives your body the feeling that you love it. And what's not to love about you? Take care of yourself. You're so beautiful. You're so loved. By getting out of the house, I also moved my body, and that is something I absolutely recommend. So, in addition to walking, I would also do yoga and interval training. That's what works for me. Do whatever you enjoy doing. And if you don't know what you enjoy doing in terms of exercising or moving, then just try different things. And it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be 10 minutes, ideally in the morning, because 10 minutes of exercise can change your whole day. They will get you centered and grounded, and they will make you feel more confident and stronger and happier in your body. So if you do it for a while, of course you will get fitter and you will look better, and that's an extra bonus. But do it mostly because you will feel so much better straight away. Another thing that I did was that I would call a friend pretty much every day for that first month, and I would have conversations with my friend. And I chose a friend who said he would never be impatient with me for not being okay again yet. Find someone like that. You could warn them and say, hey, I'm so low right now. I have no idea how long this is going to last, but are you willing to be there for me until it's done? And I'm sure there will be somebody who says yes. There are even professional helplines. I would have called them if I didn't have that friend. So go out and find someone to talk with. My friend then recommended self-development stuff to me, audiobooks and clips to listen to. And I did. And that was really, really helpful for me as well, because instead of beating myself up about what a loser I am and how many things I, in my mind, did wrong in the relationship, that clearly it was all my fault, and if I had done it differently, I would still be together with that person. Instead of beating myself up like that, I thought, here's what I would like to do differently, starting with differently for myself. I would like to improve myself. It doesn't mean that I'm a bad person at the moment. It just means I'm here now. I did what I did because I had the knowledge that I had in that moment, and because through that I thought that was the best thing to do. Now I know better. Okay, I'm learning from this. I'm moving forward. I also try to find gratitude for something every single day. Be it something that was in my life at that moment. Say, I really am grateful for the beautiful trees behind me and how the sunlight shines through them. And also grateful for things that my previous partner had done or how that partner had behaved with me. That helps so much. Regarding my partner though, I didn't contact him for a while. I stayed away from Facebook as much as possible, even though I would stalk a little bit, see what posts he put up and photos and so on. But I tried to stay away because that was just hurting myself even further. And maybe you have heard of that no contact rule. So there are a lot of videos out there. I've watched them because if I feel shit, I will look for any help I can get. But there are many videos out there. They say, just have the no contact rule and the person will come back to you because they will be so curious about what you're up to. And that is not the proper reason to have no contact. The proper reason is to take care of yourself, to find closure for yourself, to become objective. When I first realized that, I thought, I don't want closure because then my heart will be closed, and what if he comes back? Well, first, logically, it shouldn't matter because if you're over it and the other person comes back, it's their loss. But emotionally, in that moment, that was major for me. So I realized that I don't have to close my heart. I just have to take care for myself and find the things again that I enjoy doing, and stabilize myself and center myself and ground myself. If the other person comes back and my heart is open and everything is the way I would like it to be, then yes, let's start a new relationship. Also, you do have to get closure because the relationship you were in, it is over. It's not coming back. If the person comes back, you can start something new. But why would you want to pick up where you ended if that didn't work the first time? So keep that in mind and put yourself first. Dear lovely one, I wish you all the best. I wish that you find beauty in your life today. I wish that you find gratitude for things today. And I truly wish that you will feel better really, really soon. If you have any questions, please comment or contact me here or on Facebook. And if you have suggestions on what else people could try when they're down, then comment underneath especially, because I'm sure somebody will read your comment and be so grateful for your suggestion. All the best.